شوف المساجين شوف ليك هيدا عم يتمشى يا حرام.
The notorious Saydnaya prison near Damascus, nicknamed the human slaughterhouse, this is where the Assad regime tortured and killed thousands of Syrians for over 40 years. Despite rebel forces liberating the prison, there are still hundreds of inmates who can be seen on dozens of CCTV cameras, but are nowhere to be found.
في عالم نسيتها بالسجن ومو عارفان شو صاير.
So far, 30,000 political prisoners have been freed from the first floor of Syydnaya, including women and children. Many of those who were liberated were described as mentally unsound after suffering years of abuse and torture.
شو اسمك شو اسمك شو عم حكاية لا تخاف شو اسمك أنت
خلي أهلك يجي ياخذوك مشان نشرك على التلفون.
This free teenager lived all of his life in prison. Today, he can only utter one word.
أنت شو اسمك؟ أنت شو اسمك؟
But beneath the prison, there is a secret dungeon called the Red Section. This is where the Assad regime hid the prisoners it didn't want to be found. Blocked by cement walls and protected by coded doors, Syrian Civil Defense rescue teams are still trying to reach them. They managed to reach the first level below the ground, but there are still 2 more levels to go. Saydnaya and its underground dungeons are just one example of the horrors hundreds of thousands of Syrians have been subjected to for years under Assad's brutal rule. Now, with the fall of the regime, they will try to pick up the pieces and rebuild their lives. But there are still thousands missing, with no proper government helping them to find their lost loved ones, not to mention bringing those responsible to justice. As for those still trapped inside, the clock is quickly running out before it's too late.